Alright, so I am streaming again here in New Amsterdam, this New York NYC inspired region, and this is kind of like based off of Lower Manhattan, as you can see. I did a stream a while ago after basically the start of this city, but I decided not to upload that because that was just a lot of messing around, and I made a train station. If you guys saw my album on Reddit, where I had like a train station here, and I had like some kind of a twisting up freeway, as someone said once, a dirty freeway entrance, in quotations. But I decided to remove that because it just looked really ugly, like, not pertaining to the dirty aspect of it, but just like, I felt like I just wanted to get rid of trains completely, and just take over this land, or reuse this land again for skyscrapers and stuff. So let me go over some things that I added. I had a huge garbage problem. Like, one time all my buildings were overflowing with red bars for trash, because the other city just couldn't take all the trash, and the population then was like 400k with like a lot of low wealth. So then I kind of changed the wealth class to more of a medium and high wealth. So I added this small landfill and university, and here's the bus thing. And I also added a few casinos so I can get my revenue up, because all the public transportation is really expensive. And here we have Elegance Casino. Here, let me just open up the casino panel. Yeah, here's all the tourists. I think it's like mostly high wealth tourists, I guess. And then I added the Dutch windmill, because this is originally New York was a Dutch colony. That's why it's called New Amsterdam. Before New York, it was called New Amsterdam. So I figured I'd put the Dutch windmill in there, and then I added the Statue of Liberty, because obviously there's no islands out here, so I cannot put Statue of Liberty out into the water. So I decided to put it in this park that kind of resembles Battery Park. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, that's basically. Oh yeah, I also added this. I dedicated like a piece of land over here in the middle of my downtown area with all the skyscrapers and stuff surrounding it, to resemble the 9/11 World Trade Center memorial grounds. As you can see, like, if you guys ever been there or seen it online, the World Trade Center memorial is basically like pools, like reflection pools, I guess you could say, or just pools, in like a big pool in the ground where the towers once stood. And I kind of used these plum bog parks to kind of like simulate those pools. Like, this is the North Tower or North Pool, and this is the South Tower pool. Too much homeless people around. That's kind of messed up. Homeless people on a 9/11 memorial site. But this is pretty much it. As you can see, there's like, I wanted to have like a bunch of buildings surrounding this memorial site. And I also added the town hall. And here's the freeway system here. I added kind of like these ramps. A little sloppy, but I had a little space to work with, so I wanted to make it happen. Is Jeff even in here? I don't even know. No video. Okay. Well, and look at all these boats here. I mean, originally, like, I didn't have all these casinos and landmarks and stuff, and these boats were still coming out. I don't know what they were coming in for. I mean, I guess workers going over to my other city over here where the airport is. But then I decided to take advantage of all this boat traffic with these landmarks and stuff. Alright, so today I'm going to actually, this city's pretty much done, and I want to jump over to the next city here. I'm going to name this Bryant Park, after the park that's like in the middle of Midtown of New York, that's basically where the famous New York Public Library is, and it's kind of close to the Empire State Building, so I'll be having the Empire State Building in this. Alright, so what I'm going to begin with is I kind of want to like make this region road 7th Ave, which is the the intersecting road for Broadway. And I don't know what this will be. This will just be some regular road. And then I'm going to take advantage of the Sky Storms Regional Freeway mod here to kind of like really use this connection point that I want to make for 7th Ave. And then let's see, I'm going to kind of forgot if actually I'm going to change this, and I'm going to make this a not really going to use avenues for this. I'm going to use everything kind of like streets, so I make it a really dense feel to it, a dense touch like real New York. So this is 7th Ave, and then we're going to have like I wanted to kind of like make something like similar to Times Square. This is Broadway intersecting 7th Ave, making Times Square. But since this game kind of like lacks triangle zoning, that's kind of like I want to try to find a way to really make it like make it look like it's a triangle, if you guys know what I mean, I guess. So I want to do something like maybe this here, but I want to make it not to the point where it's angled too sharp, but something like that. Not everything, like just the parts. And then what is that? Oh, that's a Is it possible to get Guillaume into this Skype?
Oh, he might have to run paperwork to see if the powers that be will let him.
Just do it. Do it anyways. Or yeah, so I'm gonna have like this coastline here is gonna be basically like, let's just say like this water right here is the East River, and I'm gonna have the FDR Drive here coming off to the side right here, and run along the side of the map, I guess you could say, over to this here. And then maybe if we have space, we can put Penn Station down here. And Empire State Building will be somewhere over here. But this will be all the Times Square stuff. And then, Bryant Park will be like somewhere, I guess you could say, next to FDR Drive with the public library. I wish there was a mod for, like in SimCity 4, you have like that, you unlock it. It's like the main public library or something like that. I wish we had that, because that's a cool building to have.
Yeah, libraries in this version of SimCity were kind of sad and insignificant. Do people use them?
I just built a university, and I mean, I guess they do. I mean, yeah, I do see like people using them, like, but I don't know if it really makes a difference, because supposedly it's supposed to like, oh, Sims go here and don't forget what they learned in school and stuff. But I don't know if they actually forget what they learned in school.
And museums. Where's the museums?
Oh yeah, and the art stuff. I think they're in SimCity 4. There's like an art gallery or something like that. Actually, I'm gonna not make this residential. I'm gonna make this whole strip in the center here kind of like commercial, even though we're probably overdoing it on the commercial, but this is basically how Times Square is. Just and then
don't forget the homeless people.
I'll zone more residential then. So
we got the unemployed. So that's good.
And then we'll just have commercial run along this whole Broadway street here. The Broadway is the diagonal street thing. How much is the stream behind for you? Like, I mean, since you hear me echo, when do you actually hear that same sentence that I just spoke right now?
There's like a 10-second delay.
Oh, really? It's not
I mean, I'm
bad.
hearing you in real time, but everything's being repeated eventually. It's like you're singing the national anthem in a stadium. So we need someone to put together the Freedom Tower. I'm really surprised we haven't seen that yet.
I know. I also want to see the old, like, World Trade Center. I'd like to see that too. And why not do some justice for the Chrysler Building? It seems like the Chrysler Building is always overshadowed by the Empire State Building. It's like its little brother. Hopefully I get this look here with the, you know, with the Times Square stuff. But then I gotta put this here. Damn, I wish I had like a concrete tool so I could like make this, instead of like crisscrossing it with like pedestrian paths, because I tend to use like pedestrian paths just to fill up these small gaps. But then again, when you overdo it, it's kind of like weird looking, because you really want to, well, I really want to try to like cover up the grass. Whoops. I don't know how people drive through Times Square. When I was there, it was like It's like people barely moved a few feet. And there's like so much tourists walking and stuff. I'm putting trees here even though there's no trees in Times Square. I just wanted to do something to fill up that gap. This piece of... Wait, I hear the music from... There's somebody playing music from... Is that SimCity 4 music or SimCity 3000? I don't know if you could hear it, but it's like a radio, somebody playing in the neighborhood. It's like the same song in SimCity 4, I believe. Well, that was the first time I actually heard it. Well, actually not the first time. I heard that tune a few times, but I didn't really like listen in on it too well. So all the services are working. That's a lot of commercial. I don't know if I have enough people to really... I don't know. That looks a little weird, but it's okay. I wanted to look at the stream. You don't know what Times Square is? What? Oh shoot. These people cannot drive the other direction. So let me see, okay. Try to use this road here. I think if I'm going to make that look, I don't know what building to use. Maybe a high wealth building for those buildings with like the TVs on it. But if I want a TV on it, I might have to futurize it, but I don't want to futurize it. That's the problem. Just have to get some more parks in here somehow. Well, I'll see where these buildings make themselves stand, and then I'll put the things in. Dang, that's a lot of not enough workers here. What the heck? Why can't I snap this on? Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna have Empire State Building, like maybe.
See, not to interrupt you, but doesn't that shit right there piss you off when you got to do that 10 times?
What? Oh, you mean the re-snapping and stuff, or because it's just like.
Man, I went through that with maglevs today. It drives me nuts.
I hate it when you like set down a building and then you destroy the road next to it, so you can like do a little touch-ups, I guess, and then somehow like I guess you could say like the building kind of stretched itself, I guess, once you delete the bridge or the road, and then once you try to repave that road, you can't because the building kind of like grew a little bit. I don't know if you ever experienced that or something similar.
Gillamy says there's an updated subway mod where you can connect the L rail.
Really? Not regularly, like every day, but yeah, I guess you could say it's pretty regular. Can I add? I want to add OP. Okay, so I'm gonna put like Empire State Building somewhere around here. I mean, this is Times Square over here, this crisscrossing area, and then Empire State Building's gotta be somewhere, I don't know. Because the thing is, like, I don't really want to put it here. I want to put it like something like this, because the width of the block, as you could say, it's like...
Well, yeah, but then your tourist's going to be traveling to the middle of your city.
You mean... Wait, what do you mean? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Shouldn't it be?
Thing is, like... I guess I could put it like this, or... Because I want buildings like to surround it. I guess I could remove this road right here. And this road. We don't need those roads. But stuff is blowing up here. What are the Sims doing? I'm gonna put some parks as markers of space. So this will be one building, and this is one building. But then the Empire State Building is a little bit wider than that, so I can't put it in place. So I guess I'll delete this road. I'll just add another park here. Because the look that I want for the Empire State Building is to be surrounded a little bit by... I don't want it like a direct road running on the side. I want it to be surrounded by some tall buildings. And then those will be two high dense buildings. And then this will be...
So now, are you doing this from memory, or are you working off something that we can't see?
I'm kind of doing it off memory, but then again, like, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, well, I looked at the Times Square from the map, like Google Maps, but Empire State Building wise, I kind of like did it off of memory, because if I remember, like, it's next to Penn Station, but it's like... Wait, I don't actually, I think the Empire State Building is next to a road. Oh yeah, it is next to a road. Because I was crossing there, and I was talking to the... What are those guys called that stand next to the door? Are they called like the... Not bellboy, but... I forgot what they're called.
Doorman?
Yeah, doorman. Yeah. Yeah, I walked to the side of the Empire State Building, and there was a road there. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually accurate, right next to the road. On this side only, but then again, it has to have a few buildings over here. So how many buildings can this fit? So 3 buildings. So I'll delete those. Oh shit, I'm running out of money.
Will you be tinkering with Tropico? What are we up to? 3, 4, 5?
I actually never played the Tropico series. I mean, what is it like? It's like, is it like Anno and Banished and stuff? I mean, I guess I could try it. First, I need to build a fire station. I guess it's time for some udon now. I'll try to make a FDR road or FDR drive here. So I'll delete that road and do like use Skystorm's regional freeway thing. Didn't SimCity 4 had like a United Nations building? I remember something. Can't remember.
It had a lot of stuff.
Indeed it did. Cause the United
Was that
Nations,
diplomatic enough?
yeah. If I did have a building, I would put it like by the water here, because United Nations is like on the East River. Oops, that's not. Oh, this is kind of. You know, maybe I could have used like the waterway and coastline mod that Xoxide just released. I didn't, well, like for this coastline here, maybe I could have used it just to show you guys what it is. But
have you used it before? Because it is a fickle beast.
yeah, I used it before, but I couldn't really understand it, the concept of it at first. But then, like, just playing for a while and asking what was the point of the mod, then I kind of like saw I was able to play with it better. But yeah, it is kind of annoying. I mean, if you're to use that mod and you want to put your, I guess you could say, your ferry terminals out into the water, then I recommend using Skystorm's regional freeway mod, because that's kind of like the only road that can build on water. So otherwise you'll have like the problem where it's like, oh, road must begin on land, begin and finish on land, then you can't build it. So this will go over here. I like this udon the way it is, way more better than how SimCity 4's highway thing is, or is. But I haven't played with SimCity 4 in like maybe 3 years, because I kind of just got tired of it. I kept on going on and off on the game because it was just like really old, and I just felt like, and then 1 month later I feel like, oh, I want to build a city, so I get in there and build a city, and then, sorry to say, but like sometimes bigger maps is kind of dull sometimes, even though I know, because sometimes it gets really boring to fill up the whole map. But then I feel tasteless after that, but after a long while of building.
I like looking at the you know, these people do these regions with 90 million people, you know, and they're freaking amazing, but I just can't sit there for 2 years and do that.
I know.
I go through these stages where, you know, I do these little, what do you call it, university towns, or you know, education towns. But I mean, I just don't require 800,000 people in one city for what I like to do.
Yeah. So you're a university type of guy. I mean, that's what you make on SimCity? University towns.
Yeah, I focus on education, and I'm always trying to get that perfect casino city too.
Oh. What do you mean by perfect? Like max out on how much revenue you can collect or something, or?
No, just the aesthetics of it.
Oh, okay.
And now with Udon, you can really control, the flow of traffic and where you want to route everyone through to kind of maximize profits.
Do you try to base your casino cities off like Las Vegas, so you use like the desert regions?
Boy, that's real hard, isn't it? One strip down the middle with a whole bunch of casinos on it. I really don't, because one of the obstacles I have, and one of the things I admire your cities for, is I do have a hard time when I want to replicate something, getting it in one of these maps. And the biggest obstacle to that for me is the terraforming, or the lack thereof. Because I can't put streams in really where I want, or lakes, that kind of stuff, and it just bugs me. So when I'm doing a city, I just...
But you know about Sky Storms?
A city that I think is going to look good for that particular map. What's that?
Well, you know about Sky Storms regional freeway Aiken terraform? Kind of.
Yeah,
really.
I know. And like right now, the graphic glitches on your city are bugging me from the mod. And
where?
if you go back left towards that entrance, how it gets that brown out.
Oh, this underneath the bridge, or what brown out?
Yeah, I mean, it's picky, but it annoys me.
I need to fix this. I mean, all these people cannot, but I want to. All right, let me see. I'm gonna look on Google Maps real quick to. Look on Google Maps on that freeway system that. Okay, so it goes like that. Alright. I'm gonna use some of these parks here to see if I can max it. Wait, who's still here in the stream? Like, is Guillaume still here? I'm assuming he probably left because he has work to do. And Opie went to sleep, I think. I hate it when a bus stop is in the way of building. Just a small little thing. And sometimes when you try to like delete it, like you end up destroying like the whole road, and some building that you want there gets destroyed. But so let's do this. Add another one of these type of. This is going to be a really dense city. Another bus stop? Are you serious? I'm trying to delete it.
Yeah, I was actually going to just ask you how you felt about buses.
Like, what do you mean in just general? Like,
in terms of functionality in the game. I mean, do you use them?
Yeah, I use them a lot. But I mean, I wish they were like, I wish you could like do like in cities in motion, I think, where you can kind of like set the route of the buses to make it even more efficient. But I feel like isn't the buses in here kind of like just pick up and then drop them off at the next stop? Which, if you,
It's pretty random.
yeah, like next stop, like literally next door. Like if you have a stop, like in the next street over or something. But yeah, it can be pretty random too.
Using the bus depots themselves, like in a tourism city, without bus stops, is the best way to go in this game.
You mean the bus terminal or the shuttle bus depot?
No, the full regional buses. Because if you can position them near your landmarks or your casinos, they'll go out to the region, grab tourists, and then dump them right where you want them.
And then they can just walk.
And you don't have to worry about buses clogging up your city. I'm serious, it's the best way to do it. Someone's trying to get your attention. They want to say bye.
Who's saying bye? What is Reddit? So now I'm going to make like ramps or something, I guess you could say, over here. Dang, something keeps blowing up here. Whoa.
You need to fix that. You've got two one-ways pointing in the same direction.
Really?
Right there. You got a one-way going west and a one-way going...
Are you talking about near the fires? Because it's kind of like a delay here and I hear you like real time.
Oh, no, it was back down in the south part.
Wait a minute. What the? Oh, you are right.
Yeah, they intersect right there. They don't have a way out.
What? Yeah, you are right. How did that happen? Say, so this is supposed to go... This is actually supposed to go this way. I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna just delete this road here and just have Times Square this road. Or not Times Square, but Broadway. Just have it like that. And we can delete this one too. So many abandoned buildings here. I don't know if I should put a university in here because it kind of like this ruins the density look. Because I wish there was a medium density looking university where it's not like something you see in like a college town, where it's just like a really open wide campus with a lot of trees. Oh yeah, let me go back to... I was kind of like looking at the stream there. But... let's see, this needs to be fixed. I'll just fix that temporarily, just doing this. so these people have a way out. But let's get back to the freeway system here. So we have an elevated thing here. Let's do the ramp. Let me check. Okay, so that's supposed to go that way. Guess I'll delete this road here and use that for the freeway. So I'm kind of like planning out this. Let me wait. I think I'm going to put like a park here as a marker of how far I want to go, like this. So I don't want to go that. This is the space that I cannot intervene with, I guess you could say. It's good, like I find it good to set up your work area. Like you cannot like surpass that area and stuff because you want to put something there in the long run. So, but I want to see if I could dip this down into the ground because that's how the road is in real life. But how deep can I go? Okay, that is pretty deep actually for a plot that's near the water. But yeah, that is good. Alright, so let's use that. Okay, I'm going to delete this because this is where the freeway is going to exit off from. Oops. Okay. And now I'm going to delete this one. Delete this because they need that. This is the FDR Drive ramp.
Master Chief wants to know about Central Park.
What is it about Central Park? Let me see. You know, thing about Central Park, like, say like Central Park is like over here and this off the map, basically, but there's like a big church. I could also use that as a tourist attraction. A big church near Central Park. I forgot what church that's called, if there's any New Yorkers in here. In my head, I'm thinking St. Patrick's Cathedral, but I don't know. Saint something. Oh, it is St. Patrick's Cathedral, okay.
Do you not have antivirus protection?
Who, me? Just came. I thought you were talking to me.
I am.
Oh, you are? Okay.
There was a thing on your screen that said renew something.
Really? Oh, was it
Norton?
I don't have Norton though. I have malware bytes though. Whoops, I actually destroyed a building.
Oh, it's me. Sorry.
Now let's see. I'm gonna try to... How's that road go again? Okay, that goes like that. Actually, I'm gonna make this a 4-lane. Dang it, I already messed up.
You know, I think with pedestrian paths, there probably is a good way to do a central park now.
Yeah, that, I would like to see, or I would like to try that out. Make a central park with pedestrian paths, because now you can like fill up a lot of gaps and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
also
and with
the
the
tree
lamp
anywhere.
posts at night, it would probably be pretty cool. I might work on it tonight.
Post it on Reddit. Who cares what the naysayers say? Okay. Since you guys like probably know me for building Tokyo, I guess you could say this is kind of like building New York here, since I recently made a trip there, and kind of like just basically making or being influenced by it. For some reason, I feel like a noob. I don't know, I haven't, because the udon kind of changed my way of thinking. So I feel like I just started the game all over again, and basically everything I learned about manual terraforming and all the other stuff that I did before udon, I felt like it was kind of useless. But I don't know, it's a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. I'm gonna have this go over to this side here, the ramp. I'll see if I could dip it down. Wait, is that good? Dip it down so... Wait. Oh, so that road is slightly taller than that road. But yeah, I want to like... Why is it making a weird... Okay, there we go. I'll put like a road over it, basically. Or a bridge, I meant. Something like this. Oh, okay, so that works out. Now I just need to connect this stuff. There we go. And then we gotta make this elevated somehow. Well, actually, this is actually a little inaccurate. This is actually a different highway. This is FDR Drive, but I'm going to merge it with FDR Drive. But thing is... Okay. I think I know what to do, so I'm going to delete this road and make this sunken as well. Oops. Roads overlap. Forgot. Got to do a transition for that. Oh, transitions can't... I forgot about that. They can't sync. Now I'm going to do a ramp over here. Transition. isn't this thing working? Road grade too steep. What is this? Do you see this? There's always little nuisances sometimes with how the behavior of this stuff works. I don't know why that's not working. There's like a blue zone. God dang. This is supposed to work, but I just saw it blue like a while ago. Okay, I'm gonna try it back here. But then it'll be a real. There it goes. It just blew just a moment there. Maybe it's the way the road curves. Let me just delete a segment. How about I just do a transition? Yeah, just do a transition then. Since we cannot really do it elevated all the way through. Oh, whoops, connected to the wrong road. I'm gonna have to destroy this part. And somehow connect it to make it look... I mean, that looks okay. Like a real merge. Well, not really, but it'll work, I guess. And then now we got to do the same with this one. And I'm assuming this one is going to have to be elevated because like this wise. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that's how many times, or that's the appropriate height to make it go over a elevated road.
So what's your background? Art, engineering?
My
How
background?
did you discover you were good at this? Yeah, I mean, because, you know, I think a lot of people would agree that these kinds of cities are not what you typically see. They're advanced, to say the least. So,
My background?
what's your deal? Yeah. Well, you're making the city, aren't you?
Yeah. Well,
Do you do engineering, computer?
I do international. I'm majoring in international business, but the thing is, like, I've kind of like always grown up. I originally wanted to be an architect when I was in high school, but some people like fooled me, like, oh, that job requires a lot of math. And when I talk out to the architect majors now, they're like, nah, there's no math involved. All you do is just like design stuff all day long. And I was like, dang, I could have been doing that, but oh well. So, I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, that's kind of like how I am, I suppose. And if you count in Legos when I was a kid, I played with a lot of Legos when I was a kid too. So that was like the pre Minecraft days. I see a lot of people play Minecraft, but Honestly, I don't really feel interested in Minecraft, but it's a very popular game, but it just doesn't spark my interest. How about you? Are you... What do you do, Nick? Have you had like experience prior to... Wait, did Skype just end the call? Okay, Skype did. I don't know where we cut off. Did I cut off?
Sorry about... No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
I do drug and alcohol counseling, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
So this is... SimCity has always been just an outlet for me. Primarily where I can build this beautiful thing and rain fire and disaster down upon it.
That sounds like tropical then. Okay, there's gotta be a way to... I guess I'm not gonna make this or sunken. I'm gonna make this elevated then, where the other one is sunken. Okay, so now I'm gonna have... I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was just like, I thought maybe what you do was similar to like what you do for moderating and stuff, but I guess that's just something on the side.
Nah, that was just me getting tired of all the stuff.
Dang. I hate the snapping behavior of the udon sometimes because it's like taking on the maglev personality here.
I agree, but when you're doing corners, that snapping comes in really handy because you don't actually have to draw the curve, it'll do it for you.
Like this when you...
If you just go, if you were to
transition.
make it a straight road.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. So there we go. Now we have our freeway system. Now I just gotta make this snap. Or maybe I'll just make it go down even more so it can get down to default height. But then again, it's not Okay, I just had to use a transition. That's a really long ramp. Oh shoot, that's messed up. I don't understand why it's not connecting. But if I use a transition, it goes. But then it looks kind of ugly. Because it kind of like dips. Okay, there we go. That's nice. But yeah, that is a really high road there. Just to get over this other road. Freeway. Okay, so this is actually kind of weird, so I'm gonna actually delete that, and then I'm gonna make like this. This thing's just not working somehow, but let me see how...
Isn't that where you lowered the terrain?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, because like how the maglevs work, they kind of like dip with the they go with how the terrain goes. I don't know how I'm gonna make this go over there. It's a little weird.
Can you draw it straight across and then cut it in half?
Still won't. This road grade too steep.
No, I mean don't do it on a curve. Just do it straight.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to do the transition too. It seems to go over it, but I think it needs a really high transition to... Or how about I do this? I just extend this to like that.
Or you might have to kill that one park on the end.
Which one? This one? I gotta wait 10 seconds.
Yeah, the one right at the curve.
I'll just destroy them both. I think I'm gonna just destroy this little road here, so I can, or just delete that in general. So I could do this. I think I'll just make a tunnel underneath. Whoops. Oh, that looks cool. A nice rising slope or whatever, yeah. Hopefully I can make a tunnel through this. Oh, unfortunately I can't. But I can here though. I want to make it go to this intersection, but dang, this is some serious udon building here. Roads overlap. I guess it doesn't have to be on the intersection then if that's not going to work. So I'm just going to run this along over here. Then I'm going to build some parks to cover that area up. I don't know if this actually looks good if you guys can see it, but I just wanted to like build something next to it. Somebody is playing some SimCity 4 music in their house. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like SimCity 4 music, but that's what I hear. So I can't have this thing intersect because this other... I'm going to delete this real quick and see what happens if I go over that. I feel like... Did Nick leave me? I feel like I'm talking alone here now. I'm kind of like just concentrating.
Nope,
Oh.
I'm here. Was just
Okay.
leaving you be. I'm grossly unexciting.
What, the building?
No, I just mean I don't have much to say.
I have not much to say either. I'm just building here. I mean, what is there to say? Can Jeff join us now? I wonder if he could.
Do we have to let Jeff?
He's the man. Let me see if I could invite him in. Man, there's still people watching. I thought they would be bored by now. Because I'm not even talking. I'll put these parks. Okay, that should be good enough for this strip of land, and then I'm going to put like a something that looks like St. Patrick's Cathedral, like this. Thing is, damn, that's a big church. Holy crap! That's like just as big as Times Square. I never used this thing before, so I don't know how big it is. But it looks like St. Patrick's.
You could just throw down one of the worship churches. Actually, the cathedral style might fit.
But it's supposed to be big, though. I mean, I guess it is this big. The one in New York. But which one is this? This one's in Germany. I don't know if it's as big as this one in Germany, but it is Gothic style too. I'll just do this. Whoops. Man, I've been streaming for quite a while now, so should think about cutting the stream soon. Whoops, there we go. It looks kind of weird, like you wouldn't think like something like this would be in New York, or it matches the New York style, but it's there. Okay, so that freeway's done. It's pretty small, but let's get back to... The city's not growing as fast. I mean, there's a bunch of... Is my garbage just not working next door somehow? Okay. So I'll put a garbage thing here then. Oh, you know about the SimNation TeamSpeak? Nick? Are you on SimNation? I don't think I've seen you on there.
No, I'm not.
Oh. You have a Facebook?
Oh wait, is that the big build thing?
What big build thing?
Might be confused. I thought SimNation had a Facebook page with like 3,000 people, and they all work together to do stuff.
Well, it's kind of like that, but it's not a fan page, it's a group page.
I'm thinking a SimCity planning guide. Those folks.
Well, I think that's the same thing. Alright, so I think I'm going to cut the recording for the YouTubers that will be watching this, because I've been rambling on for quite a while now. And probably cut the stream soon too, because maybe we'll be back when all the skyscrapers appear, and then we can do some touches or touch-ups. So I'm going to stop recording now for the YouTubers, so I'll see you guys later.